Hey, welcome to the screening room. I'm Russ
I
Simmons.
got to gather myself. That was a great little off-air conversation about Saturday's game. But you know what? The screening room's never been more important. It's so cold outside, you got to stay home and watch stuff.
Yeah.
So
well,
let's go.
Here's something in a theater where they were keeping the
Oh,
heat
you
on.
have to go outside to see this?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Tina Fey's hit 2004 comedy Mean Girls was adapted into a popular Broadway musical. The new movie version is a cinematic adaptation of the play. And Gary Rice leads the cast in the tale of a teen who rubs a nasty A-list student the wrong way when she falls for the wrong guy.
I know, people already know the plot, but here's the deal, Russ. The movie to movie musical adaptation found success a few weeks ago with The Color Purple. But Russ, that film worked because it was a celebration of the source material and a completely different experience from the 1985 film.
Yeah.
Mean Girls functions more as a reboot, retrofitting of the story for today's social media obsessed iPhone culture, but it offers much less than the original film.
Yeah, it does justly skewer the high school caste system, but while the songs are well sung, they're unmemorable. But I want to give a shout out to Kansas City native B.B. Wood, who scores as one of the plastics.
All right, that's good. But I thought the songs and dance numbers were great, but they just all felt forced. The jokes are all recycled, and the characters, Russ, they never really get to be characters.
Yeah, it's modestly amusing, but this Mean Girls is more plastic than the original.
Ooh, ouch. And oddly, there was very little joy or laugh. Admittedly, I'm not the biggest Tina Fey fan, and her writing this time around is trite and a bit lazy. Russ, this film is super fetch.
Oh!
Not happening.
3 popcorn bags for me.
2 popcorn bags for Mean Girls, the musical adaptation.
Here's something much, much better.
Yes, yes.
Jeffrey Wright shines as a writer forced to compromise to sell books in the whip-smart comedy American Fiction. It has a lot to say about contemporary race relations, family bonds, and the absurdities of the publishing world.
Yeah, American Fiction is a razor-sharp satire that does explore racism, wokeness, and political correctness. And like you said, it stars Jeffrey Wright in the best performance of his stellar career. That's saying an awful lot. This film is poignant, smart, and fully engaging.
And writer-director Cord Jefferson makes a case for himself as a major new talent in
Agreed.
his cinematic debut. This is one of the year's best films.
No, I agree, because remember, we both had this on our top 4 list.
Yep.
But I also, like you said, I love the portrayal of family. And Russ, the cast excels at every level. This is a really thought-provoking comedy.
Yeah. 4 popcorn bags.
Yeah, and a shout out to Leslie Uggams, who's in the movie as well. Talk about a legend. I'm going 5 out of 5 popcorn bags. This movie has an outside chance to win Best Picture at the Oscars.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well, now Lakeith Stanfield plays a con man who poses as the Messiah in the period comic drama The Book of Clarence. Give filmmaker James Samuel and a terrific cast credit for swinging for the fences in a thought-provoking experiment, but Sean, it never quite lives up to its potential.
No, I agree with you on that. It's a biblical story with stoner vibes. Director James Samuel is quickly becoming, though, a director with an instantly recognizable style, much like Quentin Tarantino, Spike Lee, and Wes Anderson. He flipped the Western genre with The Harder They Fall. Now he sort of does the same with the sword and sandal genre. Like you said, not everything works, but it's this audacious style of storytelling that really got me. And along with Keith Stanfield, who can do no wrong, it makes this movie super watchable.
I'll give it 3 popcorn bags.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to 4 popcorn bags.
You can see all of our reviews and interviews with Hollywood's biggest stars at fox4kc.com/screening room. Go to our YouTube page or give us a like on our Fox 4
And here's a
Screening
fun
Room
fact
Facebook
about
page.
the Book of Clarence. The
Yeah.
director, James Samuel, that's Seal, the singer's brother.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
That's why he's singing on every song on the
gotcha.
soundtrack.
Well,
and he
hey.
sounds just like his brother. Yeah, do the shout out.
I wanted to give a shout out, you guys, to Emporia State grad Brian Vincent, who's going to screen his highly acclaimed documentary, Make Me Famous, at the Tivoli at Nelson Atkins Museum. It's about New York's gritty art world in the 1980s, and particularly about Ed Brzezinski. Now, Brian will be there for the Q&As. The screenings are tonight at 7 and Sunday at 2. If you want more info, nelson-atkins.org.
Yeah, just wrap up. It's worth the trip. It's worth going out there in the extreme cold.
That's right.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Very cool. That sounds like a good activity for a cold winter night.
Yes.
You betcha.
Yeah, celebrate some
Awesome.
local talent.
There you go.
Thanks,
Good stuff.
guys.
You bet.
Thanks, guys.